Okay, so yesterday we did a piece on Sidney Rice and his big impact in the passing game. Little did we know that Sidney Rice is ailing, and we find out today from Pete Carroll at his press conference, foot in a boot. I don't know if he's going to play or not. I mean, you're maybe a little more confident than I am, but you made a couple of good points, I thought, today, in that what we've seen from the Seahawks offense and who they're playing this week, if this had to happen, this might be the week.
Yeah, this is the break in the schedule, with all due respect to the Bills. You don't sleep on anybody. This is technically a road game, so you want to go with your full complement of weapons. But the Seahawks, the way they're built, are one of the few teams you feel like could afford this loss. They're not better without Sidney. Nobody's making that case. But since they are so run heavy and they are so defense heavy, and they do throw the ball here and there, but they do have the luxury of tight ends and others that can kind of fill in the gaps for an offense that doesn't rely on the pass. If this were the Patriots or if this were the Packers, you're looking at a much bigger issue when you lose your number one receiver. Those are teams that pass first. Seahawks are the opposite of that, so I think they can afford it. It's not great, but they're going up against a team they should beat, and they're a team that doesn't rely on the pass, so I think it's not as damaging as it would be if they were one of those other teams.
I mean, he's their number one for sure, but hasn't had a 100-yard receiving game yet this year. I think was instrumental. That's what we talked about yesterday in terms of, if you want to check out the podcast of it, you can't, in terms of, allowing Russell Wilson to progress the way he did by having someone that solid there. I mean, certainly he used him in that extent. Now, look, we're not going past this week's game either. I mean, neither one of us are whistling in the dark here. You need him back for San Francisco. But if you're going to lose him for a game, maybe this is the one.